Hey friends, I'm happy to see you. Welcome back to Project Lead the Way for the second week of NTI. I wanted to give you a tour of the stuff we're going to be working on this week and then talk to you about some new resources we're going to try out. So just like last week, I have all of our content posted for the week already in Google Classroom so that you can go through and have slots for all of the openers for the week. A couple of links I'll discuss in a minute. And then of course, this week's slide deck is where I am here. Our meet is again Monday and Wednesday from 10 o'clock until 10:30, and I hope you'll join us at this link. It's a good time for us to be able to chat, for me to clarify any questions that you have or help you with content in any way, sometimes just play a game. So I hope to see you this week at our meets. I don't have this updated yet. I need to fix it, but this will have summaries of what you're doing every day. I do have our slide decks updated, so you can see our opener images for the week are all here. They're all microscopic pictures this week, which I think are really cool. So take time and really read the content here. Don't forget that I do expect you to respond daily to those opener responses. If you want to do Monday and Tuesday on Monday, then do Wednesday and Thursday on Wednesday, that's fine. You can kind of budget your time and your resources that way. But I do have 4 writing prompts that you're going to respond to through the course of the week. Our meet is on Monday. There's our link. Don't forget that a lot of times the Bitmojis that you see in here are hyperlinks to external documentation. And then the next slide is this video, which I'll put in a second. And then the slide after that talks to you about Khan Academy. Some of you are familiar with Khan Academy. It's kind of an external school source. And I did a lot of thinking about this next unit that we need to cover, which is about unit conversion. So last week we talked about measuring things in US standard, and you learned how to measure on a ruler to the 16th of an inch. The work that you did with your drawings was really strong. Your dimensioning was good. And for the most part, the results of like the Kahoot that we played and the quiz that you took were good. They make me confident that you're ready to move on. Unit conversion is when I say, I have 5 pounds of flour. How many ounces is that? Or this thing is 46 inches long. How many feet and inches is that? So engineers use unit conversion all the time because we have to think on different scales, very, very large scales, like the scale of planning a city, or very, very tiny scales, like the scale of the interior of like an electronic device, which is going to be very small units. And so as we do measurement conversion, we're kind of jumping backwards in time to some standards from 4th grade. For some of you, this is going to be easy. You're going to fly right through it. It might be review material, but I really need us to have a strong grip on it. And so I'm not trying to give you stuff that's not at your level. It's just mathematically, this is stuff that you cover a little earlier, and we need to make sure that we're nice and strong in it for the purposes of the engineering work that we do. So we're going to be using Khan Academy. On Monday, I want you to do all 5 lessons on unit conversion. So you can click here to get the hyperlink or here. Once you're in Khan Academy, you've got to log in with your school Google account. And what that's going to do is link you to my class where I can see the results of all of your stuff. Like I can see and give you credit for completing these different lessons. This shouldn't take a huge chunk of time. Each of these are about 5 minutes. And this is one of the reasons I really love Khan Academy is they break topics down into small chunks. So it doesn't feel like you're never watching a 20-minute video. Unless it's this video because I talk for too long, like it's always short segments. And then after each segment is like a quiz. These are also short, usually 7 to 10 questions. I think the unit test at the end is 12 questions. So this isn't throwing work at you, but what I like about this is it grades it immediately. So you know exactly immediately if you understand it and you're good, or if you don't understand it. And sometimes, like, if I give you work, it might be 3 days later before I can grade it and give it back to you and give you that feedback, especially in this world of our digital land. So we're going to lean into Khan Academy this week. We're going to see how we like it. But essentially, we're going to complete this unit through the course of the week. Monday, you're going to do topic A, measurement and conversion tables, and you're going to do this first quiz. Tuesday, you're going to do topic B, problem solving with measurement. There's a lot more here, right? So that's all you have to do on Tuesday is go through and do each of these learning pieces. And you'll kind of see that you've got practice questions over here on the side that you can earn points for. Mainly, I want you to complete these. If you do these practice questions as well, you're looking at extra credit, which is wonderful. On Wednesday, I want you to do the quiz 2. And then Thursday, you're going to do the unit test. Again, if you want to boom, 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 knock through all of this and get it done early in the week, you're welcome to do so. That's just how I'm breaking it down. If you fill up this bar up here at the top, that means you're doing all of these practice questions as we go. Like, you're going to have 4s in everything that I've assigned for the week, because I know you're spending the time both doing the lessons and doing the practice stuff. So be mindful of that. Also, what's true is when you're logged in, you should see that you're logged in up here in this right-hand corner. If you're not logged in, it'll let you complete the modules, but then it's not going to save or report your work to anybody. I'll just let you look at my dashboard. So this is one of my teacher dashboards. You can see this is like my student dashboard. Like, you guys are already in here. If it does prompt you to sign in, you're doing something wrong. You should just be signing in with your school Google account. So YOLO Froyo 3, I don't know who you are. It's really hard to grade your work. So if you've done it a wrong way just because you're excited to get in, it's fine. We can fix it. We just need to be sure that, like, when I look at your work, I'm seeing the stuff you do. And this is what I see. Like, I can see who has come in to do these different assignments out of all of my students. I can see your scores on everything. So it's really beautiful as far as giving you that feedback quickly and giving me feedback instructionally as to what we need to cover again. So in our slide deck for the week, I keep moving myself around. We're like dancing here digitally. I've got that just broken down. Monday, the lesson for those things and the quiz. Tuesday, just lesson for topic B. Wednesday, we have a meet and quiz 2. Thursday, there's your warm-up and then the unit test. I think the unit test is just 12 questions long. It's not terribly long. There's a poll that I want you to do on Thursday that I posted in Google Classroom. I haven't taught with it much before, and so this poll is just asking your opinion. How did you like it? Please don't answer this on Monday. Please wait until you have gone through and done some work in Khan Academy so that you have an opinion. But that's just a one-click question that I want you to do. Be mindful toward the end of the week that the communication log is an expectation that I have. So last week, only 1/3 of my students did the communication log. I think a lot of people just forgot or weren't paying close attention. At the end of the week, there is an external communication log that I want you to complete weekly. Many of you did do it, and thank you for that. I saw your results. I'm going to be emailing a lot of you back on Monday after I've had time to process it some this weekend. So this is going to be a pretty big part of your communication grade this week. Just don't forget to fill that out. And I'll remind you at our meets as well. Here's the rubric for our daily writing prompts. The rubric for your Khan Academy content results. Listen, if you are in there doing the lessons and you are trying, but your scores are still low, you can seek an opportunity with me to relearn and recover the standard and still get 3s. So this is what I'm trying to say. If you get into Khan Academy and you do all the lessons and you struggle, this is where you have to communicate with me. I need you to email me. I need you to come to the meets. Maybe we need to set up a different study time. I don't think Khan Academy is going to work for everyone, but I do think it's going to be a really good fit for like 80% of you. And for the few that it's not a good fit, we need to talk, but I need you to let me know, right? I can't read your mind. I wish that I had superpowers, but not yet. I'm working on it. So there are other ways you can recover these standards. It doesn't have to be through Khan Academy, but I think it's going to be the most efficient way for most of us. So that's the first thing we're going to try. Here's your rubric for your communication grade for the week. On Friday, I'm just asking, did you do all these things? This is what I'm looking for. And then these are the grades that you should see in Infinite Campus. Last week's grades are already posted. So on Friday, I went through and graded all of the work that you did last week, and I got those grades in Infinite Campus. If you look at Campus and you feel like there's a problem with your grade or I missed something, please email me. Let me know. It's possible that I made a typo. It's possible that a lot of things could happen. So you're always welcome to point out if you think that there's a problem. If you were late with your work, I can still grade it, but it might not be graded yet because I was busy grading things that were on time. So Monday is when I'll go through and grade late submissions, and I'll get those grades posted in Infinite Campus as soon as possible. All right. So that's our week in a nutshell. I'm excited about the work you're going to do with unit conversion. As far as that goes with engineering, it's huge and very, very important just to kind of wrap your mind around and understand. You're going to be doing not just length unit conversion this week, but also weight, mass, time. So some of it's going to seem a little basic and easy. It's laying a nice groundwork for where we're going next, which is to learn and understand the metric system, and then learn and understand how to convert between U.S. standard and metric, which is surprisingly something that has to happen a lot, especially when countries like America, which uses U.S. Standard, wants to collaborate with countries that use, every other country uses metric. Engineers have to do a lot of that wrangling with math. And so we're going to get our head into it. All right. I think that's what's going on. I hope to see you Monday at 10. And please reach out to me if you have any questions. All right. We're going to have a great week.